Democratic side, 10 days to go before the New York primary, and the stakes couldn't be higher for Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders as well. Both say it's friendly territory, but the mud has been flying as each tries to gain home field advantage in what is a very delegate-rich state. Bryan Llenas live at a Bernie Sanders rally that is in the Bronx. Looks like it just wrapped up there, Brian.
Good afternoon, Leland. That's right. Senator Bernie Sanders just got done speaking for about an hour here at Bronx Community College. And you're exactly right about what you were saying. Both Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders have lauded and have said, look, we talk about the issues. We've had a polite tone for this campaign, which is contrary to what they say their counterparts, the Republican counterparts, have been running, which has not been nearly as civil and polite. But you know what? This is New York, and it is deeply personal for both of them. And the campaign has turned negative over the last week especially. This New York primary on April 19th has 291 delegates in total, 247 are at stake. And for Bernie Sanders, he's a Brooklyn boy. He spent the first 18 years of his life here. And for Clinton, she has her main headquarters based out of Brooklyn. So again, it is very personal for them. Now, Bernie believes he can ride momentum from winning 7 of the last 8 election contests and likely 8 of 9 after Wyoming today. And he thinks that could help him win New York, and that will help chip away at that about 250 delegate lead. So a big prize here in New York. And the week began at first. Both candidates fought about whether to have a debate in New York at all. They were discussing time and place, and finally they are going to have a debate in Brooklyn on Thursday night. Then on Wednesday, the sparring turned to who was better qualified to be president. Secretary Clinton went on TV and implied Sanders is not qualified, saying he hadn't done his homework and has been campaigning on issues he hadn't really studied or understood. Now, Sanders that night in Philadelphia, he responded saying that Clinton is in fact the one that's not qualified because she has been backed by super PACs and has voted for the war in Iraq. Now, he had a chance to back off those qualified statements, and he didn't really do it until Friday morning, saying that of course she's qualified, but then later that day he ended up blaming her for the negative tone. Take a listen.
The Clinton campaign has made a decision, especially here in New York, to get a little bit rough with us. And I just wanted to make it clear to the Clinton people, yes, I come from a nice little state of Vermont, but if we're hit, we can hit back. And I'm not going to...
Now, Clinton and her campaign say that she never explicitly said that he wasn't qualified to be president. And she and the Sanders campaign are using this point, by the way, in campaign fundraising emails. And Bernie Sanders has been out campaign fundraising Clinton over the last 3 straight months. So clearly both are still using that to rally both of their bases, this issue of qualification. And in the meantime, Bernie Sanders has been throughout all of New York City, most of New York City today, from Manhattan, where he was at Washington Heights, here in the Bronx, and he'll be headed to Long Island City in the Queens. And Hillary Clinton will be speaking tonight around 5:30 in Brooklyn. And while she's dealing with these types of issues, she's also still dealing with that cloud of the email scandal. And she was asked about it yesterday, about whether or not about the issue as she waits for her potential meeting with FBI investigators.
Matt, I know that they live in that world of fantasy and hope because they've got a mess on their hands on the Republican side. That is not going to happen. There is not even the remotest chance that is going to happen.
Now, Sanders will debate Clinton on Thursday night, and we shall see. The stakes are high, and it definitely has turned personal. Elizabeth?
All right, Bryan Llenas reporting live. Bryan, thank you so much.